Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my precious pack, and a lot has changed. Well, a lot has gone live, and a lot is now accessible. First off, we have coins for certain missions, and I'm going to go through these here with all of you. I'm going to go through the first few of them. Actually, I'm probably going to go through all of them, because I just want to see what the targets are going to be like, things like that. But they're giving out the entirety of pre-fitted ships. Oh. That's 4 of 6. There's also a few missions over here. Launch a Punisher cruiser to gain Xeno Division ship refit tokens. 6 of them, so 3 days worth of tokens. Mineral ore, that's not a surprise. Assign a fleet commander, okay. These are slowly opening up as I click through them. I go like this. I read through what it is. Alright. Run 1, time to complete 1 day. Oh. It's late, I'm tired, we're going to have a bit of fun, but let's go ahead and let's take care of some of these and see what they are. So, crafting tokens, coins for the base things, and this was before it wasn't a prize. Assign a fleet commander, so that's now a thing. That's actually a pleasant surprise. Oh, campaigns, 5 of them. Requirements not met. Ooh, what requirements did I fail to meet? Training simulation, demons. Complete the encounters before the timer runs out. To earn helium-3 and more. Requirements not met. Frasier carrier. Oh, it even says exactly what they recommend. So it's all based off of the previous one. So you get the Rancors from this one. So this one most likely Rancors. Dread Battleship and Apocrypha Cruisers, so it should be alright. So next one up would be Zeal Battleships. That means you'd be getting Zeals from here. 2 Zeals and a few Corinthians. Then you got the Mercenaries, which is actually giving you resources, all the ships, and a fleet. Well, pre-fitted. One thing I wanted to see, what was the final run for after the fleet. Gatling Ray turrets. Arrestor beam turrets. Okay, so blueprints for turrets then. Well, this would be nice for me because I actually don't have the bayonet missile turret and I don't have the Gatling turrets. Don't ask why, I was just too late. No, wait, these are blueprints. I thought they were reusable items before. No, that's the Infernal. I never did get the standard one. Okay. Bomber squadrons. Already own all of that. Skirmish armor. Ooh. Oh. It literally gives you the entirety of the blueprints for the entire group. That is impressive. So the same thing should be for this one then, correct? And this one should give you the stuff necessary to start going into the Axis. Okay. I am missing a lot of tech, not gonna lie. Quite clearly. A lot of blueprint items there too. Well, I guess I can actually run through the first few of them and I'll break it up because I don't think I'll actually. I'm just going to plow through them using the Dreadnought, and I'm going to actually take a look at what each one has so you can have a rough idea. But if they're going to be giving you the fleets that you need to win with, all you need to do is have a base understanding of how to fly at that point. Okay, let's go ahead and let's claim this one and see what pops up after it. Alright, nothing. Let's see, what's the Rebel Tech one going to be? What are the targets going to be? Welcome to the Rebellion. What's it recommend? It recommends a fleet of Genesis cruisers, and you can actually have Genesis cruisers fairly quickly after you start. They're literally tier 1 ship. In most cases, you'd be able to have them researched on day 1 and fitted on day 1. They literally are about to give you the entirety of a fleet for something you could do in day one. You know what, let's see here. Direwolf, because why not? First target consists of 3 frigates. Harrier frigates, I believe. Okay, so you're using cruisers, so naturally they'd be a counter to them. Explosive weapons, so you're going to want shockwave shields. Alright, so shockwave shields for the first wave. Hi, bonus offer, don't know why you're popping up. Congratulations, continue to earn the next prize, and so on and so forth. Oh, 90, whoa! Is that... Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm not blind, everyone saw that, right? There was a 90% off the repair time. That's clearly not going on out here. Ship construction, mobilization, I'll have to take a look at all that. So that was interesting. That was insta repair. So that was literally, even if you had fitted them to have over a 5-minute repair time, that would have been an instant fight. You literally would have been given that fight for free. Are all of them going to be like that? Let's see here. Direwolf again. Alright, this time we got 3 Genesis cruisers with an unknown fitting. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Due to the range, I'm guessing either explosive weapons, so you're going to want shockwave shields again, or they're going to be some type of kinetic weapon. Hold on a second, what? Let's just take a moment to admire the fact that we're getting all the blueprints, but let's also admire the fact that they didn't fire. The previous group fired on the drones as they closed in. That group didn't. They didn't even bother. They were beam weapons. I don't know exactly which beam weapon they were, but they were most likely fitted with some beam weapon because they most likely were charging up. They were trying to fire. They just died too quickly. On to the next target. Again, it keeps recommending Genesis cruisers, so bring out the Dire Wolf and let's see what goes on. Okay. 3 Rancor battleships, all with extremely short... They have energy weapons of some kind with no range booster or anything active because that is exceptionally low range. So the first group, you're going to want shockwave. Second group, most likely energy weapons. And this group is energy weapons. Okay, so the first group, you're going to want shockwave shells, well, shields. Second and third, so far, you're going to want spectral shells. Well, screens, shields, Like I said, I'm tired. Let's just rush through this and actually see what happens to the others. Okay, so you just got your pre-fitted Rancor fleet. What is the pre-fitting? What are they set up at? Spectral 3. Huh. Not half bad for a small fitting. Naturally, people like me will recommend something better, though. But with how easy this is, you shouldn't have any issues, though. And once again, Direwolf. What's this one gonna be? Alright, an entire fleet. So, a mid-guard backed by a bunch of other stuff. That's a ship that I miss using, the mid-guard. It was an adorable little ship. And what are all you going to have? It looks like they have energy weapons again. Yep, they got beam weapons confirmed and energy squadron. So again, from the first until the last, you're going to want to use essentially spectral shields on your ships just to balance that damage type out. First wave though, you're going to want shockwave shell. That's about it. Okay, that was that one taken care of. Training simulation, rebel tech taken care of. Okay, VEGA simulation, Federation. And now it's going to recommend the Rancors that you just earned, so literally use the ones you just earned, most likely in a line formation. And again, at the end of it, what you're doing is you're also leveling up your base. So at the same time, you guys are basically skipping over all the stuff that I had to go through. So I had to take months to do all of this, and you guys are getting to do it in literally just a few minutes. And that repair discount they're giving, that is impressive. Okay. My guess is most of these are going to be fitted with energy weapons because they're specifically set up for the Rancors that you just earned to be used against. So, let's wait and see. Ooh! One energy weapon and a bunch of explosive, alright. Okay, and loot earned, you just basically got a Fleet Bay 13 for just doing that. On to the next one. Direwolf again. And 7 ships. 3 cruisers, most likely all with Polaron rays. And a single destroyer, most likely equipped with missiles again. Never mind, that is... I actually don't recognize what energy weapon that is. But they're only using one of it because it's only firing from one of the firing ports. You know, I'm going to quickly change something around here. Which one do I want to replace? I actually want to test it to see how well their fleet actually does. I'm going to more or less just leave the AI active for it. Set them up in a line formation and effectively just turn and run. Let's get Cobus out of there. Let's actually put a fleet commander that you guys should have fairly easily there. Put Burr. Alright. And let's go to the next mission and see how well they fight. Federation Express. Select fleet. The other pups. Do I want to use that formation or not? No. My gut tells me to use the line formation, just turn and flee. Kite them with energy weapons, apparently. Okay. So, energy weapons again, missiles, energy weapons. Okay, so 3 sets of energy weapons, 1 missile set, and that's about it for them. Now the question is, did they set this up for the player to actually be active for, or did they set it up for the player to just sit quietly by? You know what? AI on, let's see what it actually does. Because I have a feeling these are actually set up for you to just full AI your way through to the top one, then use the repair discount as well as the resources you get to maintain your fleet and keep going. that seems to be the case. Insta repair. 70% off the repair. Okay, so it was 90% for the first one, 70 for the second, so it's probably going to go down until you're down to like 50 or 30%. Loot earned, pre-fitted dread battleships, and Apocrypha cruisers. Alright. Let's go to the next mission. Using the little tiny pipsqueak fleet. Wait, that is recommended, right? Yep. Same rancors as before. I'm gonna just let the AI do the work and let's see what happens again. Alright. We got a Ragnarok. We got a couple of Dreads, Apocryphas, and I can never remember your name because you're not the one I like. The one above you is. Because I never used the VEGA Destroyer. I always used, when I was a lower level, I got into the... Can't even remember the VSEC Destroyer's name now. That's a shame because I have a bunch of them. Well, had a bunch of them. And energy, explosive, and a few other things. The explosives will be the primary thing that does damage here, it seems. However, it does look like you'll be able to just full auto your way through this as well. That destroyer's being mugged. That battleship is out. And the carrier is out. So it does look like you can actually use the fleets they provide to advance through the events. You guys should be able to do this in an evening. You should literally be able to start a brand new account, get Genesis cruisers, 6 of them, flip the AI on after fully fitting them, and you're basically done at that point. No resource cost. Yeah, I'm not paying a coin for that. I'll wait. Turn to the mission hub. That's 2 down, so the next fleet would be the all VSEC fleet that it gave me. Okay. I actually want them to be on the inner rings of both outsides. We'll take a look at their fittings in just a second. I want to get them fully set up in here real quick. Let's see here. They're using Gladius drivers? Yes, they are. Okay. Okay, so let's see what they've got for you to use this time around. Gladius drivers, projectile speed, energy shields, metaphase, and energy weapons primarily. Yeah. Alright, that actually looks pretty interesting. And again, line formation and Apocrypha here, and the rest of it is the Dreads. Fleet Commander Burr, because we all can have him fairly easily by completing one of the basic missions through here. Okay, now on to the VSEC High Security. Dread Battleship. Yep. Grab the other pups and Burr and send them in. Alright, that is actually a different setup than I would have thought they would have taken, but that isn't out of the ordinary. Let's let the AI fight and let's see what it can do. That was repeating Polaron Ray or an Echo Ray there. I recognize that. And they're using vector torpedoes. I recognize that weapon. Dumbfire to a degree. Again, I'm not going to pay for it. I'm actually going to take the time to repair that. But that was for resources mainly, even though I don't actually need them at this moment. Can't even take them. And this will be for a VSEC fleet that you will be using against the next set of targets. So they're literally giving you a bunch of farming fleets for higher level events, but they're also rapidly advancing you. This is actually quite impressive. So far, I've been able to just leave the AI on, as you've watched and seen, and the AI does all the work, and so far it's worked out extremely well for it. Man, the Corinthian in comparison to an Apocrypha, it just looks smaller. Yeah, you can literally, if you don't even want to repair these, you could probably power your way through each and every single one of these. Yeah, you could probably power your way through each and every single one. Just farm up the targets, don't even bother repair times. You could have it done in an evening at the rate this is going. This is probably going to be like a 30-minute video waiting for the attacks, but I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a good 30-minute video for everyone. I'm happy I actually stayed up and logged back into the game one more time. Not bad. Me being me, I'm going to take care of the repairs. Apparently I'm not. Okay. I'm not going to edit this video. I'm just going to slap a fade effect on the beginning and the end, because this is going to be too long for me to want to edit. Especially not this late in the evening. Well, night. Yeah, night. Okay. Stepping up. That is an interesting fleet formation. Haven't seen that before. Most likely projectile weapons, explosive. Yeah, projectile weapons on the outer ring of battleships and missiles, most likely. Nope, they're all using vector, okay. And you can tell it's vector because the weapons are turning partially and slowly in movement, which is what they do, but after a while they go dumbfire and they just go straight. So if the target is sitting still, you have a reasonably good chance of hitting them. They really do want people to get to the higher tiers extremely quickly. These campaigns are extremely easy. Okay, next one. I probably should start going through the prizes at this point. So you all know what you're getting for these easy fights. Also, make sure you have your fleet commander equipped. Make sure you have Burr active if possible. Because these fleets, they're, as you can see, they're higher level AI fleets. And so long as they're higher than your commander's level, you're going to be leveling them up from these most likely. Because they're active combat. They should be giving fleet experience corresponding to the level of the fleet. Now this one's looking... Now the fights are taking a little bit longer, which isn't half bad. So far, user progression campaigns, they're not bad at all. They're extremely quick and easy, and the fleets that you're being given, as I've shown you so far, you can just full auto AI everything. So absolutely no issues from me for any of this. I doubt any of you will have issues either. 3 coins, it's a 15-minute repair. No, 9-minute repair something. However, it's spread across each ship. And I was given a VEGA fleet, which I didn't really take a look at. Waste of a coin there, but again, too tired to pay attention. Oh. A mission popped up. Obtain Behemoth's Dreadnought Fragments. Nova Missile 1 credits. For obtaining Behemoth Dreadnought Fragments, collect the Paladin Carrier Blueprint. Wow, today's just the amazing day. Okay, this video is just all about the campaigns and the missions, apparently. Anything else? Launched Punisher. That's literally to help everyone out. Okay, so that's 3 down. I see that one popped up now. Why is it that the requirements haven't been met for this one, though? Probably because I don't have any of the ships, because every other one I actually do have the ships just sitting in my hangar bay. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's get that VSEC fleet set up, and again we're going to be using Burr and whatever they gave us. Okay, 4 Zeals. Nope, 2 Zeals and 4 Corinthians? All with Echo. Interesting. How exactly do I want to set these up? I think I'll reverse it from how I had the battleships and the cruisers of the previous fleet. Yeah, should do well. And then they're rocking Hydra. Those look like brutal Hydras to me. Either that or they're just standard. Okay, so everything's getting a shield boost due to Burr. They're literally giving you these. Oh, do I want to claim this stuff right now? Nah, we'll take care of the campaigns first. Okay, on to the mercenaries, and we're going to want to use the Zeal battleships that it gave us. And that's about it. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the prizes. So run. The first run, run 1 is resources. Second run is all the blueprints that I'm missing, which I actually have. I have more of them than I think. And then we get an entire fleet. Ooh. All stuff I can play with and talk about. Ooh. Net torpedoes on a cruiser. That's a new one, even for me. So this is the Gatling rays, bayonet, things like that. Okay. So it's all the prizes that came out around the Iron Star. Okay. My tired mind's trying to think to the past of when this stuff was released while I was inactive to events that I had no part in. Okay, so far, just been able to leave the AI and let it do everything, and let's continue allowing that trend to occur. Cruisers jumping ahead there. Yeah, those are definitely brutal Hydras. Those have fairly short range from what I see. Because, I mean, the cruisers are matching them, so that's definitely the brutal Hydra missile, because that thing hits like a freight train. And you can't dodge it. You know that for all the veteran players out there that we can look at this like this, the new player experience is going to be so much better than ours because they literally are giving you the fleets necessary to advance, whereas we had to wait months on ships and stuff like that. And this is another thing. Something you guys have that we don't, that we didn't. Build times and stuff for everything lower than Xeno Division, it's being lowered. So where we had a like 30-day build time for a carrier, you guys may not see more than a week on a carrier of the same power. Okay, Star Student. What's the prize going to be this time around? The rest of the blueprints for the ships. Alright. Little pups, get in there again. Do your job. I stopped narrating, I guess, because I'm just too tired. Now I'm just focused on watching the fight and seeing what occurs. So long as it's low or basically no repair time for each and every fight, I'll say that they're balanced, especially if the AI is in control, because, as they said, they wanted to get players up to the Xeno division fairly easily, and so far they're doing just that. The fleets are progressing extremely quickly, and the fact that you're keeping them afterwards is just impressive. So, you know, they're literally giving you entire fleets to use for whatever you want, just for farming these missions. I'm just sitting here very, very quietly staring at the screen, trying not to fall asleep whilst recording for all of you now. Alright. 1 coin repair because only 2 ships took damage that entire fight. Ooh, I see a 6-minute repair time. Let's go ahead and see if anything else has come up. All it does is wants to launch a Punisher cruiser. I have a bunch of them here, you know what? I'm tempted to launch them. What was the reward for it? Refit tokens? Oh wait, because actually no, I'm currently refitting them so that I can do the blueprint. This is all working out. This is literally just making video content for you guys, because next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Mark 1 ships, a full fleet of Punishers. We're going to start farming for Axis fleets. And the fact that the campaign's dropped is just impressive to me. Even in my sleep-deprived state, I at least have a rough understanding of what's going on. The fact that you're getting free repair time or low repair time for most of these fights, it's... You guys are lucky. You guys are very, very lucky with the addition of these campaigns, especially new players or players that are trying to catch up. If you left during the Demon Corps or before, you're extremely lucky. Okay, next one. What is... What's up? Okay. Well, I'm going to take a little bit more direct command of this fight because those... Oh, they're... Okay. Well, this just changed. AI off. And I'm just going quiet again. Expect that to happen a lot. Let them all get into position, flick the AI on, and they should be able to mow down most of this. Yep, there we go. Hey, are those creepers? Man, I haven't seen them in forever. You guys are literally getting to see how easy these campaigns are for you to be able to advance. And I'm getting straight up freaking nostalgic feelings, especially with the creepers just going out and doing their thing. not gonna lie, they've done an exceedingly good job with the campaign so far. The targets, they're extremely easy, and as you've seen most of the time, it's just a matter of flick the arrow and leave it. In this fight, I was worried about taking more repair time. However, now that I see, the line formation that I had would have been just fine, because they would have plowed through everything, because everything is extremely squishy in this base. I know you're going to get stuck on the outside of the map. There you go. Ugh. Not bad. And now you have the pre-fitted fleet necessary to earn the Demon Core stuff. Was there another one? Yeah, there's just one more. What's it for? The rest of the blueprints? Okay. Let's see what this next target consists of. Oh boy. They're all going to be balanced naturally because of how they're fighting. But there's quite a few of them there. And the carrier is inactive along with a few ships at the back to begin with. Alright. Vector torpedoes. A pretty tight AoE. Oh yeah, those are most definitely the echoes I remember. Every time they hit, every time they chain, they get stronger. This is the final fight, but it's going to be more repair time than I'm interested in actually getting. I'm going to coin the fleet after this one. Because I've got 20 plus coins that I can spend before I'm over the limit again. And if anyone's wondering, the reason I'm saving up the coins right now is because I'm actually going to use them to farm the Orator on its day 1 release. Coin it into existence and share it that way. Right now, though, it's still delayed and we still have no idea when it's actually going to be released. 3 coins for that, not bad. $5 says I can get it down to 2 though, possibly even 1. But that was for the rest of the blueprints, so now we have 2 left. And the alien one, this is going to be where we get an entire fleet. I wonder. 6 pre-fitted cruisers. What do they have? Level 1, level 2, level 2, level 3, level 2. Are they giving you all the blueprints? Suppressor. Yeah, they are. They're literally, for completing these campaigns that are extremely easy, as you can see, they're giving you all of these things. Okay, well, this meta phase has been around since extremely early, but the fact that they're giving you all these pre-fitted ships, they're giving you everything that you need to be able to get up to the Xeno division. I'm going to take the fitted fleet that they give us. I'm going to farm in the Axis sector. That'll be the next video. It'll be a tutorial for them. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's fix this stuff up. Get it down to my fleet bay. Only one of them. Look at that. Only 23 seconds to wait. And then I can take the fully fitted fleet that they gave us and we can use it to farm up the next target set, which is these guys. And they... Nope, wait, we don't want to start that one, we want this one. And it's going to be these guys. Heretic Cruisers and the Freya Carrier. Freya Carrier. Prices are going to be the entirety of the stuff that I don't have. Basically, I have everything else. That's another thing that I want to dink around with, is just other pre-fitted ships and things like that over time. Prefitted Democeles, prefitted... Holy... Wow. You guys are really lucky. That's a bloody Ranger fitting. Remember what I mentioned? A 30-day build time, fit time for a Dominion? That's what it looks like. That right there. And you guys are getting it for free. I'm getting it for free. Okay, now to Fraser carrier. Okay, so it's going to be 3, 2, and 1. So I want to change the fleet layout now because it's going to be 3, 2, and 1. So let's see. Let's actually go to the box. I'm going to try and keep it with the standard ones, which are ones that everybody should have. We'll take a look at their fittings in a minute. Just need to grab the rest of them. It was these two right here. Alright, so on the cruisers, skirmish armor, resistor. Actually, no resistor. Impulse beams. Ionized optics. Okay. Gladius drivers, electric rails, iridium. I can never remember the name of the squadron, elite squadron stuff. This carrier fitting, it actually has better special stuff like that, but they're all heavily armored. That much is just true to the teeth. Okay. Let's get started with the next target. The other pups. Get on out there, guys. Go do your thing. Okay. 2 sets of Mark III Covenant cruisers. Oh. You know what? Let's cheat death here a bit and let's actually focus fine. Let's keep the fleet together mostly. I never had a fleet of these guys before today. Now I have a fleet of them. I cannot complain. They don't look half bad. However, I was told that they did look better before. Oh. Missed every single net torpedo, so that was a waste. Squadrons going out and doing their thing. Wow. This is what balance looks like and feels like. I just want to say congratulations to the dev team on balancing this so well that you literally take the fleet they give you and farm for everything else you need. And we're going to go right up until the Xeno division. You guys are going to literally get a Xeno fleet to be able to start farming Axis blueprints with them. That is... They said that, okay, originally they wanted players to get up to the Xeno division in under 10 days. You can do it in an evening. You can legitimately farm your way up to them in an evening. And all this while, in the background, guys, your base is being upgraded and things like that for you to be able to produce the ships that you're going to be needing. This is impressive. This is extremely impressive. Targets are balanced. The combat's fast enough that, yeah, if you take an hour in an evening, anyone that watches this, you could take an hour out of your evening and you could take a low-level account from essentially starting off right up to Xeno Division in an hour. That is breathtaking. And the fact that they give you a Xeno fleet at the end of that hour. You could literally start farming for your Axis fleets immediately afterwards. That is how impressive they've done so far. And look, next fleet. Well, not the next fleet. The blueprints for everything now. So you, on top of that, you guys are literally just getting everything. Extremely easily, extremely quickly. Oh, you're going to be a 1 coin repair. That's completely fine by me. I can at least feel good for spending the coin on that one, because it was at least a full repair time. You don't have to repair it, though. For any of you who are watching, you don't have to repair any of your fleets. Just plow through them. Next up is going to be the pre-fitted fleet that we'll be using against... Yeah, we'll be using them against the aliens. So we're literally... Oh. Okay. Well, let's see what the AI does here. Let's see what Sybil does. I need to start referring to the AI as Sybil now, because it at least makes me feel a little bit more comfortable flicking the little switch on over here. Because if I just say AI, it makes it feel like I'm going to be backstabbed at the drop of a hat. I mean, the number of ships that you're being given for completing these campaigns, you guys should theoretically be able to take them and use them as well as the other ships to farm for Axis tech, along with the Punishers, all in the hub to deep space. The campaigns are extremely well balanced. The targets are extremely well balanced. So far, as you've seen thus far, the progression is extremely easy. They made the targets as easy as possible so that you could literally progress to the end, to end content. Well, not end content, end content. You need to start farming the Altarians for that, and we'll do that after you get the Axis. But these campaigns, they were focused on getting the lower level players up to the Xeno division. Well, they're doing just that. They're literally in the course of about 10 to 15 minutes apiece. Not counting repair times. You're literally advancing right up the factions lines. What's the next one going to be? Should be what, run 4-4? So it's going to be all the blueprints then for everything else. Bayonet missiles and things like that. Ooh. That's a suggestion for them to think about. I'll add it to the end of the week, right after I finish the other concept video. Make a suggestions video. Okay. Send the little guys out again. Don't mind me as I admire the ships. I've never actually taken an extremely close look at them before today. Because I never had a fleet of them before today. Kixeye, well, the development team, you've done an outstanding job. You said you wanted to get players to the Xeno Division in 10 days. Well, you just did it in 1 hour. And with the fleet that you're giving them at the end of that hour, I will be able to take them to the next faction, the Axis. Because of how well balanced the targets in the deep space sector are. I don't care what anyone else says, this is what I'm going to personally say, feel proud for what you've done. This is a change that it's been needed for a long time to open up the progression system, and you've done just that. You've opened up the progression system. No longer is stuff locked behind certain items or something like that. I'm just going to plow through the rest of the events, but I'm not even going to bother repairing anything, because I mean, they just did fine on their own. That was it. All the blueprints now. Again, the development team, they've done an outstanding job here. It feels spectacular, in all honesty, for what they've done. Okay, now to the Democeles. Neutron drivers, eh? Interesting choice. Let's see here. Hellfires with manifold missiles. Okay. Now I'm tempted to actually take Burr off and put Clay on due to these. However, I'm going to leave Burr on for the shield strength. He won't provide... Well, actually, he'll provide a damage bonus. No, he won't. It's projectile, explosive. Let's see how well he helps them fare in this first one. Okay, everybody. This is going to be the big one. You guys are about to step into the Xeno Division, and it's literally been under an hour still. Well, actually, let's take a look at the first prize. First prize is going to be a level 14 fleet bay. Pre-fitted ships, all of that stuff. So the fourth run is actually going to give you something else, or is just a bunch of... Nope. You're literally... You're getting a extremely high-level base out of this. And let's go. Ooh. So we're squaring off against the ships instead of fighting the aliens, so you guys are going to be fighting the faction ships instead. Now, one thing I love about the Punisher, as well as all of the other Xeno Division ships, is that they're unique. Most ships have a mirrored build, such as the Hellfires, the Demosthenes, the Dominion, things like that. They're mirror builds, so that they're the same on either side. Not in the case of the Xeno Division. They actually do not... They're not. The best way to look at it is each and every single one is unique in that they have their own aesthetic. And one thing I would love to see is, because of how the development team went down the path for the Axis, again, as I stated before, I want them to redo the lower tier. And I want to see some carriers and stuff like that. Bring certain ships down. So, you know, just give everything... Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. I say that and then I just go dead silent to watch. Okay, alien squadrons, so that's going to be doing alien damage. You can't block any of that. However, theoretically, there it goes, and it's dead. That was such a short-lived fight for that guy. And the Hellfire is just decimating. Dominion swinging in from the south. Where are you guys going? Where are you going? It's because you lost. Okay. 3 coin repair cost. Ha. And you just got all the blueprints. Just like that. So the only change or recommendation I can make right now is just for them to add a Xeno Division carrier. Make it like the younger brother to the Paladin. And let's see here. Repair time is going to mainly be across 2 ships. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and get as close to being able to justify the repair time as I can. Okay. Let's plow through another one now. Grab them. Oh, you guys do fight aliens, so it starts off as Axis, but slowly goes into the aliens then. The infection. Reminds me of a Star Destroyer, I don't know why. Don't know why I'm staring at it either. Should be staring at these, because I've never seen a Hellfire in person before. Granted, I've seen them get smashed in person, but I've never been in control of one, is what I meant. Okay, what are you guys going to do? Okay, you're going to be tanky and tough. However, you're going to die. Sweet. You two, you're just taking up space. You're better for long-range combat, it seems. Another fairly well-balanced target for your 6 pre-fitted Punisher cruisers, so let's actually get them ready right now. So before we even continue, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the 6 pre-built Punishers set up. Okay, that's one of mine, so that means the other one's going to be down here. Yep. So they're all set up. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at their repair times. You know what? Not worth dealing with that. I don't feel like coining it anymore. So, on to the final campaign. Let's see here. That's going to be for the blueprints, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, look at all of this. For those of us that came before you, we had to farm all of this. You guys are being given everything. I can't complain, though, because there's a few items that I actually don't have that I would like. So, in this case, I'm getting Cluster Missiles, Xeno, Rupture Beam, 2, the Energy Alien Heavy Talonite Armor 1 and 2, which I haven't seen for a while for some reason. And that's about it. I own every single special. Other than that, it was just armored weapons that I missed. Okay, let's do this. I was hoping for a cool end fight against some squishy little harvester or something like that. Wishful thinking, everyone. Where's one of my other waters? I need a drink. Not gonna lie, this is extremely cool. And when they said that they were gonna do campaigns like this, they wanted to have you there in 10 days. They've gone far above that. You literally just went from tier nothing, literally from right out of the gate, up to bloody Xeno Division, tier 6, in under an hour. Wait, is it under an hour? Just a little over an hour. Just a little over an hour. It is currently sitting at 61 minutes. So just a little over an hour. Unless you rush everything, you could do it in under an hour. That's all we have to say. You can do it in under an hour. Look at that. Okay, everybody. Next video you can expect to see is going to be a tutorial on using the Punishers to start farming for some Axis tech. That was it. That was bloody impressive. I'm not going to lie. That was really freaking impressive. And we'll go through more of the missions. I'll actually open up them and talk about these missions as I actually go through them. So, as I launch the ships and stuff like that, as it says to, I'll see what it does and things like that. But at the moment, Kixeye, you've done one outstanding job. Just like that, you can be proud because your player base is now at Xeno Division. Just like that, in 1 hour. 1 hour. And you went from tier 0, Bupkiss, to tier 6. Just like that. Well, I'm going to end it here because, I mean, we've been recording for a while. Like I said, I'm not going to edit this. It's going to go up just as it is. The only thing I'm adding is fade effect. Oh, and also going to put the... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. No, wouldn't have been there. Don't mind me. Okay, everybody. Now it's truly time to end the video. My thoughts on this is they've done an exceeding job. Again, we just sat around for an hour and you just went from tier 1 to tier 6 and you have fully fitted, pre-prepared ships. And you have armor. You know what we're going to do? We're going to fit some of these guys. So actually, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and let's launch them real quick. Let's call them back. Before anybody asks why, we're going to change the armor fitting. Because this armor, as well as their standard resistance, is nice and all, but it's not going to be ideal for what we're going to be doing. Because they only have 40% by default. They're going to need more because most of the targets we're going to be fighting are going to be doing energy and alien damage. So, we're going to strip away the armor that they've given to them, and we're going to replace it with some lightweight alien armor, any energy alien armor that they've given us, thanks to refit tokens. Oh, upgrade a Punisher Cruiser to level 2. Punisher Cruiser. You upgrade one to level 2, and then they give you a level 2 credit. That's impressive. But now, let's go ahead and... Okay, everybody. I'm going to wait to actually make the next video, because this video is running on long enough. Again, the development team, they've done outstanding. They've just allowed you to advance so steadily and quickly in 1 hour. I wish that I had campaigns like this while I was leveling up. It would have been amazing. I wish that things like this had occurred while I was a low level, because it would have been a great impression. Instead of the impression I have that the game is tedious and I just don't spend money in it. And all the coins I earn come from stuff I've either earned in-game or from the commerce module, again, earned in the game via coins, because there was a day when we used to be able to buy it from the modules tab for 300 coins. But everybody, I'm not going to tell you to leave your thoughts this time around. I'm going to tell you, for any returning players, log in, take an hour out of your time, plow through these missions, because the next one we're going to do is we're going to fit those Punishers properly armor-wise, and we're going to start farming for some Axis tech. That's it, everybody. Be safe out in the void. Complete the campaigns quickly. And as always, everybody, I'll see you next time.